Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the Indianapolis Indians and the Louisville Bats. Division rivals do battle next. Brian Villafuerte will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
First baseman, Duncan.
Ready now, Duncan Erickson. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well in a division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good...
Stepping into the box, Andres Urbina. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sent on the ground out to second. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Erickson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Morov ranging up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Striding in once again, Duncan Erickson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. Now a long throw to third. So here's the cleanup hitter, Marshall Ryan. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Gonna be a tough play. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So stepping in, Johnny Montoya. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Johnny Montoya.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch on the ground to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah. Elias Diaz, the next to hit. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. To second for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his head. Into the box, Duncan Erickson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Hard ground ball to third. He's right there. And he is in there. Settling in now, Marshall Ryan. As he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Too short, hit hard. Throw to third, and they will get the force at third, and that's that. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run. This is now a one-run. In Duncan Erickson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So this game will not end here. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Indians put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Santiago Sandoval. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the Carlton Gribble is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. Nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number. So striding in, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. Now they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Castaneda stands at first with 1 out. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Russo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And with that, here's a glance at the start. Ready for another chance. Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And they're not going to get him. It's a 2-out triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Russo is after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Digging in and looking for more, Duncan Erickson. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
He's going to find out quickly. Guys are even more selective up here in AAA.
Yanked on the ground down the line. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Digging in now, Jesse Winker. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
From the belt, the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. The tag gets one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now at the plate, Andres Urbina. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Into the box now, Duncan Erickson. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Erickson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's Max Moroff standing in. He went down on strikes last time up.
Max Moroff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Erickson shading to his right. 1 down.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Bats led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Carlton Gribble takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Omar Pacheco permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Bats, 6 runs on 13 hits. With 1 error, they left 16 men on base. For Indianapolis, 2 runs on.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, game 3 of this 4-game series between the Indianapolis Indians and the Louisville Bats. Division rivals do battle next. Matt Hayashi, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
At the plate, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch back. Fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately, victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And there's one down now. Digging in, Duncan Erickson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he sends it the other way toward right center. Span sprinting after it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Standing in, Charles. Davila, he singled his last time up.
Davila.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Indianapolis leads it 13. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Sanchez is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. We've played 8 full. Indianapolis is out in front 13-1.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. The Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tyler Glasnow takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Matt Hayashi was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Stephen Brault takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Indianapolis Indians and the Louisville Bats. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Carlton Gribble is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
In now, Duncan Erickson. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important than bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
2-0 count, the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up. There's 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Now to the plate, Charles Davila. He flew. Out in his last at bat.
Davila.
Ground ball right side. Ruth ranges to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Indianapolis leads it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Duncan Erickson.
Number 17, Duncan Erickson.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Striding in, Jesse Winker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Winker.
0-1. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Russo giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1. Stepping in, Bill Elkins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Morov at second. Diaz at first with no outs. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So striding forward now, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. From the belt, the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Davila. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Duncan Erickson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he's back standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. Indianapolis is out in front, 3-2. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Bats put up 4 runs in the 9th inning. The game's future stars are on display as minor league. Now in the box, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. Ponson on second. Castaneda is over at first with one away. Swinging and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Giro, give us what you have on this. Striding into the box, Duncan Erickson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit in the air to center field. Jones has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and one man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Duncan Erickson. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots. Like this, Matt, second on the team and runs batted in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan, but when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Montoya.
A line shot to third base. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Duncan Erickson. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Duncan Erickson.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Digging in once again, Duncan Erickson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Erickson.
From the stretch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Mora going back on it, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 13 for him on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Louisville wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Matt Hayashi notches his 3rd win of the year. Julius Hernandez works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this season. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game week. Sam McCabe will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. It was another loss for him last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
That's his 4th triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for 3. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
Coming to the plate now, Jesse Winker, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jesse Winker.
The 3-0 pitch. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Now at the plate, Johnny Montoya took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Montoya.
And he popped him up. Uchida into shallow left, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Now batting, Duncan Erickson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Goodrum on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. The Mudheads are on top, 2-1. Digging in, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at bat.
Duncan Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Moving under it, Goodrum. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Louisville's out in front here, 4-2. So coming to the plate, Carlos Mesa.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 out, nobody on.
Mesa.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Bats lead it 4-2. Digging in to try it again, Duncan Erickson.
Duncan Erickson.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1 down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He'll throw down to first, one away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steven Uchida. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped him up. Erickson is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Duncan Erickson.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Mora is there, 1 quick out. And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Louisville led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Louisville Bats and the Toledo Mud Hens. It's baseball. It's the show. Douglas Fernandez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
At the plate, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Jesse Winker.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Mora. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs on no hits. 1 error. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Josh Keane, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit to first. I don't think they can get to it cleanly. They get the force at the plate, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first. So as we take another look, this was going to be a tough ball to get two on going home to first, so they'll be content with the force out at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Louisville's out in front here, 2-1. Into the box now, Duncan Erickson.
Number 17, Duncan Erickson.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Norris over at second. Castaneda at first. One gone. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on it. Stepping up now, Duncan Erickson.
Duncan Erickson.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. Runners on first with one down. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Duncan Erickson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mora is there. And he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3. So digging in now, Duncan Erickson, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Castaneda stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And not in time as the run scores. And he will score from third, and a real letdown behind the plate as that should go down as a passed ball. Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And that's outside. He lost him ball 4. Stepping in, Jesse Winker.
Number 33. Jesse.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like 11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Louisville get the win despite 3 errors.
A coach admonishes a hitter about pitch selection. A player who lacks plate discipline will likely get dismantled by top-notch major league pitching.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Durham Bulls and the Louisville Bats. Durham enter the day having lost their last 10 contests. We'll see if they can turn that around next. Carlton Gribble gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Ready now, Duncan Erickson, and his handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Coming to the plate now, Johnny Montoya, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Montoya.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Duncan Erickson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Duncan Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1.
One out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out. At the plate, Duncan Erickson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is a foul ball. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
1-1. Here it comes. And he chased. Up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. 3 runs already home here. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Boy, this 4th inning has really been a struggle for him. Nothing seems to be going his way right now.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Castro is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Steve Selski will bat next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Bats lead it 8-0.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, But a complete game shutout, this guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Total.
The game's future. Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Castro is there. And that's the third out. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Into the box, Jess Santana. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. On the ground out to second. He's got it. And there are two away now. Striding in once again, Duncan Erickson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Castro will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, Jess Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This one good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind.
Settling in now, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at bat. Hit on the ground to third. Santana is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Louisville's out in front here, 4-0. Standing in, Duncan Erickson.
First baseman, Duncan Erickson.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this. Might try to make a play on it. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Castro moves over. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here, you can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Bats took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Matt Hayashi earns win number 4 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Jack Holmes wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious bat. 5 runs, 6 hits.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage. Brian Villafuerte, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Winker.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Digging in now, Johnny Montoya, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Batting fifth.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Gene Studer, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Coming to the plate now, Sean McDonald, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 1 inning in the books here, and we are tied 2-2. Ready for another chance? Duncan Erickson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit high and deep to right center. Selski on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. On to third, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just 1 out.
So striding in, Jesse Winker. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Erickson takes his lead at third with 1 away. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 5-2.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets...
Digging in and looking for more, Duncan Erickson, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full. The Bats lead it 5-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ricky Hale. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Rise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Campos gloves it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Louisville's out in front here, 5-3. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson, 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Erickson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jesse Winker.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful, giving them that 3-run.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Bats took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Brian Villafuerte takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Jack Holmes hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final